Hey guys, and welcome to episode 9 of Live with Lewis. I'm your host, Matthew Lewis, and this is Peyton Fannin. Roll the intro. Peyton, how have you been?
Fantastic, brother. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited to do this podcast.
Me too, man.
So just like every other podcast, I can't memorize the questions. I tried and it don't work. But very first question, I ask everybody, where'd you grow up?
Born and raised right here, brother. Same as you, right?
Yeah,
man, right here in Moorhead.
Yeah.
I've lived I spent a bit of time in Cincinnati, and
Really?
then I spent a lot of time in Los Angeles as well.
You really?
Yeah, you
That
didn't
is
know that?
awesome. No, I had
Yeah.
no idea.
Yeah, I went to Los Angeles and then came back. And now I stay up in Lexington part of the time, and then in Moorhead. Well, in Moorhead mostly.
Yeah. How was Los Angeles? I've always wanted to.
It was
I've always wanted to go.
It was well, honestly, man, it would be a cool vacation spot.
Yeah.
If you're a millionaire, it'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Everything's very expensive. I had a bit of a different experience than like probably the normal person would.
Yeah.
I was out there for like modeling and acting. So
Right.
it was wild, man. So that's also why I went to Cincinnati. I got into a modeling and acting school up there. I met a dude, we kicked it off, and we actually ended up signing to the same guy
Really?
in Los Angeles. And so everything was cool, we were like, all right, sweet, we're about to go. Our dreams are coming true. We're about to go out here and we're about to, get all these gigs and become famous.
Yeah.
And sadly that did not happen. But yeah, it was all cool. So we get out there and I just started being asked to do some stuff I was not comfortable doing.
Right.
Some very and I don't want to put any bad energy out towards anybody, so I'm not going to speak down on anyone, but I was just put in a place where I felt very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I made it known that I was.
Well, I mean, that's how you were raised, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'll do the same thing.
I voiced my opinion, and you know what? To each their own.
Right.
You do your thing. I'm going to do my thing.
Yeah.
But don't force your thing upon me.
Correct.
And I won't force my thing upon you.
Right.
And so that it kept being forced upon me, blah, blah, blah. And
you were young too, wasn't you?
I was 19.
Yeah.
So freshly 19.
Yeah.
So very young and naive, and money starts being thrown at you.
Yeah.
And it's like
trying to catch your eye, I'm sure.
Absolutely, bro, because these people, whenever you're put in this situation, they got something that they know you want.
Right.
So all right, well, I'm gonna take this young kid from Eastern Kentucky.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make him do whatever I want. And that's I'm afraid to tell you, but I don't think you can do that for many kids from Eastern Kentucky, without them just being cool with it.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, I stood up for myself, and I eventually I got it. It was Hollywood. It was Los Angeles.
Right.
I was like, man, this is real. Like, wow, this really does happen. So I kind of let it slide for a bit longer than I probably, looking back, should have.
Yeah. You live and you learn, though.
Exactly. It was all an experience.
Yeah.
And so eventually I had enough, and I was like, you know what? The amount of money I'm spending out here, I could go home and live great. And this is just, I don't think this is it right now.
Yeah.
So came back and had a newfound love for Kentucky as a whole.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, that's whenever I talk to everybody, they're like, man, I'm just happy to be home.
Yeah, bro.
And I'm like, man, I don't want to leave home.
Don't.
I just want to, we can vacation. Yeah, we can vacation.
Lexington, Louisville, around here, as long as you can get home in a night's drive.
Yeah, I'm good.
Because that's, bro, it's 3.5, 4-day drive.
Yeah. That's crazy.
You call back home, it's 6 p.m. Well, mom and dad's asleep.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like whenever I went to Seattle, the time zones were completely it's 9 hours, ain't it? Something like that?
No, it's only 4.
Is it 4? Oh, okay.
But you feel like you're in a different part of the world.
Yeah.
Like you feel like, especially if you go out there at 19, you don't know nobody out there.
Right.
I go out there with one guy that I've known for a year.
Yeah.
So, but it was a very humbling experience, and I learned a lot.
Yeah.
I'm very glad I did it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, where'd you go to high school?
Same as you. Yeah, Rowan County. All 4 years.
All 4 years. Yeah.
County. Yes, sir.
So you played baseball in school. You love it?
Absolutely loved baseball. Yeah, man. I was very passionate about baseball all throughout high school. My dad played college baseball, so it was you know, my baby pictures were me in like little Atlanta Braves uniforms
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
baseball was my entire life. And really it's wild how like my life turned out how the way it did is like the two constant things in my life have been like baseball and some sort of art,
Yeah.
whether that be like writing music, making music, like rapping, like literally painting, doing murals, all kinds of stuff, or baseball. And whenever baseball was over, I actually kind of ended it earlier than I could have. I could have played in college.
Yeah.
I was burnt out, man.
Yeah. I understand that.
I was literally finished. I
Yeah.
was ready to go to LA and then,
Yeah.
you know, have my dreams crushed.
Yes.
But anyway, yeah. But yeah, baseball was cool, man. I was a catcher. That I feel like I'll always look back and be like, man, I wish I would have played.
Yeah.
But you know, God has a reason for everything, and
That's
I
right.
think everything worked out
The way it should.
exactly how it
Yeah.
should. But
Yeah.
yeah, I love baseball, bro. Still do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said that you sang, right? So what made you, I mean, what made you get into singing
I wouldn't even call it singing, bro.
or singing songwriting per
well,
se?
well, yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I do sing.
Yeah.
I don't really like, I wouldn't call myself like a singer.
Okay.
I just like to sing
Right.
and stuff like that. Like I had always my biggest dream when I was younger, bro. Like, cause I would get in these like little different like uh uh what
Like
would you call
niches?
it? Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah. And so like one of those was being a producer slash like singer
Yeah.
songwriter.
Yeah.
And bro, I remember I was like 11 years old. I built this whole like home studio in my bedroom. Had everything.
Yeah.
Literally, like I could make beats, man. I have beats on my I ain't even gonna put it out there. Right?
Yeah.
I got beats from when I was like 12 years old that you can find
Somewhere.
somewhere.
Yeah.
They're on the ether somewhere.
Yeah.
But they're not good. But yeah, that was the first like time I remember like ever like
Being
having
passionate about something.
well really having like a creative outlet.
Yeah.
I would say. Music has always been one of my biggest creative outlets, but that was like when I first like realized, like I was like looking up how to get Kanye West's phone number, how to get Snoop Dogg's phone number, stuff like
Yeah.
that. And I look back and I'm like, man, I've always been the same.
Yeah.
But music, man, I've had ons and offs with it. I stopped for a long time. I was like, this stupid dream, you know.
Right.
And I wish I wouldn't have. But because I love anybody who chases their dreams, man.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
But
Same way.
whenever I got out to California, I picked it back up again a little bit. Got into more like a little bit of rapping a little bit.
Yeah.
Me and Ryan did.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got a couple songs out there. Yeah, I'm sure you can find those too. Those are promoting absolute nonsense. They don't stay true to this day.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then yeah, so I stopped rapping too, and then I would say the past like 2 years, I was just like, it's really just whenever I'm bored chilling at the house, man. If I've you know, I'll just set the phone up and
Yeah.
just sing a little bit.
That's
Really,
awesome.
I have no desire to become a famous singer or anything like that. I just
Yeah.
really enjoy doing it, and I want people to see what I make, and if you like it, you do. If you don't, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna do it either way.
Yeah. Makes
So,
you happy.
exactly, man.
Yeah.
I think that's part of being like an artist in general.
Yeah.
Just making shit.
Yeah. Did
So-
did you do anything besides I think we were talking earlier, or it might have been, I can't remember, but you said that you painted a little bit too.
Painted.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I've always painted. I remember art was like really the only subject in school that I seriously like took very seriously.
Yeah.
I remember Cameron took it with me in high
Yeah.
school, and you can ask him, bro. I'd be hunched over on the desk. Like painting is where I really like fell in love with art. And then I started after I got like pretty decent at painting, I started doing like murals, big murals.
Really?
And I really enjoyed that. And I pretty much covered like my entire house with just like big mural stuff.
That's awesome.
And I repainted over my entire house now. And I kept 2 of them just because they were the first 2. And, you know, there's
Yeah.
memories. But yeah, that's what really got me interested in tattooing was painting.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I think that was.
Yeah, that was my next question. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So what made you want to start tattooing?
So yeah, man. Literally, it was like one summer, I think, I was doing a bunch of murals,
Yeah.
and I was just on Facebook one day, and you know how you get to like, they've literally been watching everything you
Yeah, you got
do, so
the
they
little
know.
FBI guy on your phone.
Yeah, they know exactly what you want to see.
Yeah.
And so I saw a tattoo machine,
Yeah.
just a little crappy one off of Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
I had zero intentions of becoming a tattoo artist.
Right.
Literally none. I just loved art. I love making stuff, and I was like, sweet, I love tattoos anyway. Let's try this out. $43. Ordered it right then. Got it within like 3 days, and it came with like 3 sheets of fake skin. I don't know if you know what fake skin
Really?
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. I don't know, but that's cool that it comes with it.
Self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I absolutely went hard on it, dude. I figured out how to put a machine together. You know, I was YouTubing, I was looking at everything. I was doing all the research. And I would just absolutely tore some fake skin up. And the way I went about becoming a tattoo artist, I would not recommend. If you're trying to become a tattoo artist, start making a bunch of art, you know, get a portfolio together, make a bunch of physical art that is not tattooing. Do not get a machine and start tattooing people. Don't start tattooing yourself. Make a portfolio, go to a shop, get an apprenticeship. You'll be so much better off, so much more happy you did. I wish that was my situation. However, it worked out how it did. But yeah, so I got that machine in and tore up a bunch of fake skin.
Can you like order more? Like, I mean, obviously, I think you can, but I didn't even know. I didn't even think of that. Like that makes so much. Like I watch like the tattoo shows, and they'll do like pigs.
Yeah,
like pig carcasses and stuff like that.
I was actually like looking into like trying to. So I tore those 3 up front and back, dude.
Yeah,
and I was like, man, this is awesome. Like, I love this.
Sweet.
Still, I was never like, yo, I'm gonna be a tattoo artist.
Yeah,
but I was like, man, I need some more of this fake skin. And so I ordered like 20 sheets of it off Amazon. But it was gonna take it like a week to come in.
Yeah, you can.
I was like, man,
I can't wait that long.
Yeah, I love this, dude. And so I'm like, all right, well, I'm starting like looking stuff up. And I go to the grocery store, I get like a banana and like an orange. You can tattoo on those.
Yeah.
And I got like this poster paper that I was gonna try to tattoo on. I had no idea what I was doing.
Right.
It don't work like that. it doesn't. So
yeah.
Anyway, I had to wait really until the but you could tattoo like the skin on bananas and like oranges. So I was doing that until the fake skin came in. The fake skin came in, tore all that up, and then I started practicing on myself.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of nonsense. But and then I had a lot of homies who just kind of let me work on them.
Yeah.
And then eventually got I got approached by a couple shops. One here in Moorhead that I was literally about to start working at.
Yeah.
And then I got approached by Justin Hadlock.
Yeah.
My boss.
Okay. In Lexington?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's, real deal. If you know tattoos around this area, I'm sure you know who he is. So whenever I saw his name on my phone, I was like, oh, okay, well, I have to absolutely take advantage of this opportunity. Right. So came up next day, met him.
How did they know that you were tattooing? Did you like post stuff online, stuff like that?
No, that was the thing. So what I was doing was highly illegal.
Oh, okay.
Highly illegal.
Okay.
Yeah, don't do it. That's what I'm saying. I was running a risk with every tattoo I was doing.
Yeah.
And it was so stupid. However, looking back, it just happened to work for me.
Right.
Thank God. I hope nothing comes back on me now. But no.
He didn't know. He didn't know. Yeah.
And truthfully, I didn't. I was at the time I was trying to go about everything the right way. I got a business license. I was in the process of getting everything ran as a legit business.
Right.
I just hadn't yet.
Yeah.
So when I first started, I didn't know. But then when I started going along, the health department came and looked, they just told me, they're like, yeah, these are the things you need to do. Like they knew I was doing it. But I was like not about to, because it was taking forever for me to get everything going. So I was not about to post.
Right.
And be like, hey, look at all these 6 tattoos I did by 3 p.m. today. And so I was not posting anything, no. But on regular social media.
Yeah.
On Snapchat.
Okay.
I was posting.
Okay.
Because I don't know why, but for whatever reason, it seems less illegal
On
to
Snapchat.
post on Snapchat.
Yeah.
So that's what I was doing. But
That's
I
how
posted
that's how
on
I learned you were tattooing.
Is it?
With Snapchat, yeah.
Man, yeah, I guess that is just not the way to keep your
Yeah.
name low.
Yeah. We haven't talked in years. I'm like, wow, Peyton's tattooing. That's sweet. I didn't know you were trying to keep it low.
I
That's
wasn't
awesome.
really, man. That's why I was trying to low key spread
Yeah.
the word, keep it like underground,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
But and then I guess it got so underground that he ended up tattooing one of my client's friends,
Yeah.
and she went with him. I'm pretty sure is what it was, and like he saw the tattoos on her hands. He's like, "Who did that?" She's like, "Peyton from Moorhead."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, sweet," because this is when he had just because he had just opened the shop in Lexington.
Yeah.
Just like literally a couple days prior, and so he was like, "Oh, sweet, yeah." Like, what's his name? Got my Facebook.
Yeah.
Messaged me, asked me to come meet him. Met him the next day. Brought my stuff up the day after that. Started working
That's awesome.
about 2 years ago, almost.
Has it been that long?
No, almost.
Yeah.
No, it has not. I've been at that shop for about a year
Yeah.
and 6 months.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I didn't know. I know you've been doing it for a minute, but I didn't know. I guess we just lose track of time. I guess
I
that's
mean,
how it
I've
works.
only really been doing it really for like 2 years.
Yeah. And I see you're booked all the time.
I'm booked right now. I think I have like half of the way through February booked up.
Really?
Halfway through February is like the
Yeah.
earliest you can get me.
Yeah, and I like it whenever you wear your head or your light on your head.
My
That is-
tweaker light,
Yeah,
my tweaker lamp.
yeah, that is so cool. And
Dude,
you post TikToks too, don't you? Was it TikToks? I think I seen.
so I'm manifesting that I'm gonna become TikTok famous.
Yeah, sweet.
And
Easy.
I'm gonna keep posting until I do.
Yeah, that you ever watch Gary Vee?
Yeah, of course. I'm subscribed to his text messages.
Yeah, Gary Vee said how many a day? When it like six a day, I think. And that's how you get famous.
It's something stupid, man. I've tried to do
lot.
stuff like that. Like I can't. Like I say I can't. It's because I don't make time for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
We all got time for the things we need to get done. We want to
Yeah.
get done. You know.
Exactly.
I just.
See,
it's
I just
hard,
can't
bro.
see myself to like post like 6 TikTok. I don't like you.
I ain't got that much to talk about.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. That's why I do this. I'll let you guys talk. I just
You
ask
got it
questions.
down, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just like, all right, cool.
All right, I'm gonna start one. I'm gonna take some notes, bro.
Yeah, it's awesome. But so what I don't have any tattoos. So what what do you obviously there's a gun.
Mhm.
Is there like my wife, she has a few tattoos and she says there's like different needles and stuff like that.
Right.
Like how does that work?
I'm gonna save you roast just in case you ever do go into a tattoo shop.
Okay.
Just never ever, and this goes for anybody out there. Just never ever call it a gun.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not like most artists. Dude, there's guys who will rip your ass because of that.
Yeah.
So it's a machine.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
Tattoo machine.
Tattoo machine.
Yes.
Okay.
Just forewarning.
Okay.
I don't care, but
Tattoo
anyway.
machine.
But
Okay.
yes, there's different machines, man. There's different needles, different needle groupings. There's literally
Yeah, there's a lot to it.
so much, bro. Like you could go on. I could go on for days.
Yeah.
But there are specifics too. You know, like
So
I ain't gonna bore you
no,
with all that.
no, it's cool. So like I know so are you in an apprenticeship now? Like
No.
Okay.
So actually, weird enough thing about tattooing, which actually I think they should change. Luckily enough, now that I'm a tattoo artist,
Yeah.
but I think they should change. Is you right now could go down to the health department and say, "Hey, yo, I'm a professional tattoo artist. Here's $100. Let me sign this paper real quick," and they'll give you
Really?
you'll be a registered professional certified tattoo artist.
That's insane.
Yeah, bro.
On stuff that's like forever.
Yeah. So that's what's messed up about it. And so I didn't really. You don't have to do an apprenticeship. It is I think you should, but you don't have to. So traditionally, apprenticeships last anywhere from like 6 months to as long as like 2 years.
Right.
We have an apprentice at the shop now. I ain't gonna give him any cahoots yet. He's only been there for about 2 weeks, so
Okay.
we'll see how he does. But
yeah,
apprenticeships, you get one if you're trying to be a tattoo artist. But weird thing enough about tattooing is you really don't have to do anything.
Really?
You can just be one.
I don't like that.
I know.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
And then you just have to take their their word for it. What if it's like their first tattoo?
That's what I'm saying,
Then what are you
bro.
gonna
Is like a lot of people go into these tattoo shops
do? Yeah.
and have no idea who anybody in there
Right.
is. How are you gonna let somebody you don't even know, you don't even know
Yeah.
their name, permanently ink you?
Yeah.
Like, do your research, bro. Like, have a relationship with the guy, or at least like his work. You know, I'm not gonna go to let's say you're a tattoo artist and let's
Yeah.
say you only do portraits.
Yeah.
And on your Instagram you can see that you only do portraits.
Right.
Let's say I'm one of your clients and I get on your Instagram and I say, "Oh, okay, cool. He does a lot of portraits. I'm gonna try to get him an appointment real quick." I book. Hey, I want this. This is not. I want full color, neo-traditional, something completely
Yeah, that he
not your
doesn't do.
style.
You're right.
Because just because we're tattoo artists doesn't mean we're just artists that do everything.
Right.
Do your
You
research.
specialize in some stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you want a portrait, get on Instagram, find a guy who's good at portraits, stuff like that. Surely you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Right.
We whenever we was in Seattle, Skylar and her brother wanted to get tattooed. I don't know the price of tattoos or nothing like this. Nothing like that. But they wanted to get, the pine trees, they're in Seattle.
Yeah.
They want to get 3 pine trees. Skylar wanted to get on the back of her arm. And he was gonna charge her $1,200. Or it might have been 600 because her brother, it might have been 1,200 altogether. Does that seem legit?
So tattoo prices are also very weird. Like it really depends like the style of the tattoo he's doing, like difficulty. Like,
Right.
do you know, like, was it like a realistic?
No.
No. It was just like silhouette.
3 sticks.
Oh
and-
wow. So like silhouette, just black
Yep.
trees.
Yep.
That's outlandish.
Yeah. And
Um,
she had I said, "Is that normal?" And she said, No, not normally. I said, "Oh, okay." And it might have been where we was just in Seattle. I don't know. But I felt like that was kind of, and I never asked anybody who does tattoos if that was kind of, but I thought it was a little high.
Bigger cities are definitely more expensive.
Yeah.
And tattoos. I mean, that's with anything.
Right.
But yeah. See, like I said, tattoo prices are weird. My minimum, I'm not gonna even tattoo you for less than $250.
Right.
I take $150 deposits. So, day of, even if you got the littlest thing, day of, you would just pay $100. I don't think that's that bad.
No.
I take $150 deposits, so I don't have my time wasted.
Correct.
Even then, I don't think that's
you
bad.
live in Moorhead, right?
Yeah.
So you got to drive all. I mean, let's say you drive all the way down there and somebody cancels.
Another thing about tattoo prices is like people don't understand that every artistic thing that I've done in my life up to this point has pretty much been in preparation to tattoo you.
Right.
Like, let's say I go tattoo you tomorrow. Everything that I've done up until tomorrow has been practice.
Right.
To put towards you.
Yeah.
So you also have to take in like what kind of style this guy does. Can I get this type of style / work anywhere else around here?
Right.
And if I can, how close are they? Like, there's a whole lot to it. How long it takes, obviously.
Right.
Difficulty, how big it is, placement. I don't want to tattoo inside of somebody's butt cheeks for,
yeah.
Whatever. Like, there's a lot.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's whatever. Inflation's real too. So like, Ed Hardy was the first person. I don't know if you know Ed Hardy.
I've heard. Yeah, I actually watched. I watched a documentary about it.
Yeah, I think I've seen that documentary.
Yeah.
So Ed Hardy's awesome. He was the first guy ever to charge $2,000 an hour for tattoos. And this is back in like 1960 something.
Really?
And so that equivalent to today, that equivalent today was like $4,000, something crazy. I might have butchered those numbers, but it is just absolutely outlandish numbers. Right. So I think even at $250 an hour, I think that's very fair for what you're getting. I can only give you one thing that I can guarantee you'll have for the rest of your life, and that's tattoo.
Yeah.
And you're gonna go spend the same price on a pair of shoes next year that's gonna last you a year.
Right.
So,
and that's kind of how I look at it. I was like, whenever she told me the price, I'm like, well, does the guy do good work? You know what I mean? And stuff like that. Just from the outside looking in, I was like, well, does he do good work? And she's like, yeah. She's like, but it's just 3 sticks. I'm like, well, that's true too, I guess.
So only thing I would say about that is, yeah, that's crazy. But
Yeah.
if he's in that position, if you're getting a very simple tattoo, and you should be able to talk to your artist,
Yeah.
but if you're getting a very simple tattoo, you don't need to go to these crazy good artists,
Right.
that are booked up out forever. Like
Yeah.
if you're wanting 3 black silhouettes, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna pass you off to one of the other artists.
Yeah.
Like, because there's no reason they can do just as good of a job as I can
Yeah.
for cheaper.
Correct.
So, yeah, for little stuff like that,
Yeah.
whatever. But
Makes
you
sense.
getting big, real dog stuff,
Yeah.
then you know who to come to.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So what I had another question. Hold on a second. So before all the tattooing and everything else, you said that you thought about playing baseball in college. Did you end up going to college? Or
Actually no, so after high school I was gonna play ball, but I decided
yeah,
not to. And then that's right after high school is when I moved out to California.
gotcha.
And then after I came back from California, I ended up doing I was gonna join the Navy
Yeah.
and then trained for like a year for the Navy and ended up getting a DUI. So that stopped me from going.
Yeah.
And looking back, my life has been a movie, dude. Like things in my life have
Yeah.
happened for a reason. Like I know God has got me because my life it literally has just lined out perfectly for me to be where I'm at. But I came back and I was joining the Navy, got in trouble, couldn't go. And I decided to go back to school. Did a year, and this is when I picked up like tattooing too.
Yeah.
So I did my first year and I was tattooing the same time. And so I was like trying to balance school and tattooing. And so I was majoring in business with a minor in art. And I was making all the money I was making tattooing was going towards paying people to do my schoolwork.
Yeah.
So I was pretty much just putting myself like, it wasn't.
Was it for you?
Yeah. And I was like, man, why am I doing this? Like I'm wasting so much money.
Yeah.
And so I finished my freshman year and then I just didn't go back. And I'm so
funny.
happy at it.
Yeah, look at you now.
Look at me now.
Yeah, I remember there for a minute you was doing the Moorhead Eats thing too.
Yeah, Moorhead Munch.
Yeah, Moorhead Munch, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that. What made you think of that? That was I've hit you up so many times and I was like, hey man, I'm hungry.
Dude, I don't even know, man. Actually, I do know exactly what. When I was in California, I was doing part-time delivery service for like DoorDash and
Yeah.
Uber Eats and Postmates and stuff like that. Because bro, you got to make a living out there, dude. It's hard.
Yeah.
So I was doing that, and then I come back and I'm like, man, Moorhead has enough people to
Yeah.
actually make money off of something like this. And I was like, how do we? Because I think Lexington might have had it.
Yeah.
And
It
I was
took
like,
us forever.
yeah,
to
we
get
don't even have
DoorDash.
Uber now, like
No.
regular Uber driving.
No.
And so I was talking about, I was like, man, we need to talk business about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was like, man, Moorhead would kill this. And so I was working, this is when I was joining the Navy.
Yeah.
I was training and I was working at Dollar General Warehouse.
Yeah.
And hard work. And one day I dropped a big, huge, like 80-pound pallet on my big toe, bro.
Oh,
And it
God.
was I broke it and went to the hospital. I was like, man, this is it was awful. And they gave me like 2 days off. I was like, sweet, thanks.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate that.
I can't even stand with that. Super
It was
broke.
bad, dude.
Yeah.
The third day I got up to go to work and I stood up and I couldn't even stand on it. And I was
Yeah.
like, man, like I got to do something about this. This is bad. And so I didn't even call.
Yes.
Like, I'm not going in.
Yeah.
I knew because this plan had been brewing
Yeah.
about the delivery.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, well, we're just gonna do it. And so that's just what I have this theory that like literally if you want something,
Just do it.
take the step, like
Yeah.
see the steps that you need to take to get there,
Yeah.
and just follow those steps.
Yeah, like a
and it'll
checklist.
happen. Literally.
Yeah, that's how I try to do
Like,
stuff.
see yourself like where you want to be, and then figure out the steps that it takes to get there. Write them down, and then each day work towards each and every one of those steps. And sure enough, you'll get to where you want to go.
You'll get somewhere.
And so,
Yeah.
hell, I don't even remember what we were talking about, but yeah.
Yeah, the Moorhead Munch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. I pretty much just put a checklist together, and I started like all social media, and I just blasted. I paid like
Yeah.
$30-$40 in advertisements, just social media, and just for like local ads, just for it to pop up on your Facebook and stuff for like local
Really?
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did that, and sure enough, in like 2 weeks, I had like 200 people on there.
Yeah.
And I was just doing it on Snapchat and Facebook just
Yeah.
all day, bro. And yeah, it was awesome. I got interviewed by Moorhead radio station.
That is so
I
cool.
was balling, bro.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It was I was doing flat rate, you know, I was it was enough. I was making enough money to be able to quit that
Yeah.
warehouse job and just actually be able to live and
And you was working for yourself.
yeah, exactly. That was the
That's
biggest thing,
yeah.
bro. That was the biggest thing.
Yeah. Be like, well, I'm gonna sleep in a little bit today. You
Yep.
know, you can do that. You can
Yep.
break your toe and be like, hey, I'm gonna take off the third day. You know?
Exactly right, dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was so happy I did that too.
I know I ask everybody this question. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
I saw you said Colorado on Cameron's, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah. To vacation. Maybe to move.
Man, that is such a good question. I would say like anywhere in the world, bro.
Yeah.
I'm talking like New Zealand.
Yeah, anywhere.
Yeah, probably Australia,
Yeah.
Hawaii. Not in America.
Anywhere.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, just not in America.
Yeah, somewhere beautiful like New Zealand, like a beautiful beach scene.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm cool. I have huge dreams, bro. I want a house on the beach in Florida. You know, I want a house in the Hamptons.
Yeah.
You know, and I want a house somewhere not in America too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think my goal is by the time I'm 40 is to have a house somewhere outside of America.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
I don't even care where.
Yeah, nowhere.
I don't care.
Anywhere.
Anywhere. As long as I can get a private jet there.
Yeah. Yeah, your own private jet. Yeah. That'd be sweet.
It's my goal, man. Dream big.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to dream big.
Absolutely.
Well,
if your dreams aren't big enough, well then.
So
I guess you're wrong.
One more question. So you're tattooing, right?
That's it. Yep.
Yeah. What's some of your hobbies? What?
It's weird, man. So like as a tattoo artist, like you can't really have many hobbies because like I feel like as an artist you're always so competitive. Like I don't want anybody being better than me. So like when I'm not tattooing, I'm like always drawing or like trying to do something.
Just always working on your craft.
Yeah. Outside of that though, I like to sing a lot.
Yeah.
Music fascinates me. I like to just listen to it. Anything with music. Obviously drawing outside of tattooing. And then really just I love talking business with my boy Blake. He pretty much spends like we go to work, he goes to school, all that stuff. We'll congregate.
Yeah.
And then talk about the day at the end of the night. I really enjoy that. We get a lot of stuff done together.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a mastermind, man. Like we bounce ideas back and forth. I got my business thing, he's got his own thing. So like I'll give him advice, he'll hear me out, you know, give me input.
Yeah.
And so we just kind of shoot the crap back and forth.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we do that about every night. I enjoy that a lot. I don't really have many hobbies, but I'm very focused on
laser focused.
Laser focused,
yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, it seems like with the Moorhead Munch thing, like you was all in. And seems like the same way with this. Like you're just all
It is, bro. Like I was telling you before we started, man, anything I do, anything I pick up, and whether it be a good or bad thing,
yeah,
you know, it has been bad in the past, but it has also been very good in the past too. Anything I do 100%.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just trying. There's a good balance,
right?
You gotta keep.
Yeah. It seems like you're going places. Seems like you're
That's
definitely
what
going
people
close.
say, bro. I mean, I hope it's true, man. And I mean, in the back of my mind, I know what I'm capable of
Right.
in this life. You know, I was listening. Somebody said, we have 75 years average on this life.
Right.
Push it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, why would you not want to expand that potential of what all you can make happen in 75 years? Also, I just opened up a Roth IRA, so I got to make it to 59. So
Yeah.
I hope I'm going places, bro.
Yeah.
I hope I am anyway. But yeah, I hope, man.
That's sweet, man.
I don't know where I'm going. Where do they say I'm going?
Yeah, I mean,
We'll see.
it's a big transition from, the Moorhead Munch thing to the tattooing thing.
Yeah.
I know I keep on bringing up the way. I really liked that. We need to do something. We need to get somebody to start
I
doing
was
that
actually
again.
approached by some very large businessmen in
Yeah.
Moorhead
Yeah.
whenever that happened. Nothing ever happened though.
Yeah.
So
Because I guess we got DoorDash now. But I mean,
we'll just make one cheaper.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like we was working on water. You probably don't remember. We was working on a water leak one night up in behind Tractor Supply, and we called you and you got us McDonald's and brought it to our water leak.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, yeah,
Dude, I was a hustler, bro.
yeah.
A
That's
hustler.
what I'm saying. Like, we need that. Like, DoorDash is like so expensive.
Bro, I was trying to hire these kids to drive for me.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody want to work.
No, that's true.
You know, you 16-year-old kid. I'm giving you
Yeah.
a sweet gig.
Yeah.
Deliver food, bro.
Yeah. That's all you gotta do. Just answer the phone. Literally. They're on their phones anyway.
Exactly.
You just gotta answer the phone.
That's all you gotta do.
Yeah. Just give me like, a low percentage and we're good.
That's it.
Yeah.
And really, I was tattooing at the time, so I just wanted somebody to run the business.
Yeah.
Can't even trust nobody, man.
No.
Be careful who you go into business with.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. That's like with my podcast. It's it's me. That's
Hey,
what I like about it.
that's all my stuff is just me too. You ain't got to worry about nothing else.
That's right. That's right. So is there anything else you want to try to touch on?
Man, no, I absolutely love your podcast, bro.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Would you say made you want to start this?
That's all I watch.
Yeah, bro. I think you're absolutely killing it, bro. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks. You like my blanket? That's all. That's all my mom's shirts. Whenever she passed away, my buddy's mom made a blanket out of
That's
all of
awesome.
them. Yeah, I love it.
That is so cool, man. I didn't know your mom passed. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
Dude.
back in 2018.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
No, it's all right. It's all right. Man. She was real sick.
When did you move out of? Because we used to be neighbors. When did you move out of?
Whenever my mom got real sick, my senior year, I moved back in with her and took care of her and stuff.
And you didn't go to college after, did you?
No.
We said nah.
Nah. I started at the plant board 2 weeks after high school. I'm kind of going now. I'm trying to get my welding degree, but I'm just going like after hours, stuff like that.
You going to some real school to get a good job.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna talk down.
Yeah. But yeah, trying the whole welding out, seeing how that works.
Man. Absolutely. Kill it.
But Peyton, I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah. Guys, just make sure you like and subscribe. And if you have any other guests you think that you want to see, just comment down below. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.